The French government in 1789 was in dire straits. The Seven Years' War, combined with the support France offered America during the Revolutionary War, had bankrupted the country. Louis XVI really had only one solution to this: tax the nobility and the clergy. But the French Parlement kept striking down these taxes. Louis dissolved the Parlement, which angered many in France. The Parlement had been their defenders, after all. Louis, wishing to be loved by his people, decided that the only solution was to call up the Estates General. The Estates General was made up of three groups, each with one vote: the nobility, the clergy, and the Third Estate, everyone else. In an effort to show his resolve, Louis doubled the amount of delegates the Third Estate got. Soon, the members of all three groups would meet at Versailles on May 2nd, 1789. By June 27th, Louis had lost control of the government. Let's look in detail what happened, step by step, starting with May 4th. The Estates General began with a great ceremony. A great parade came in with the king. The Estates General celebrated Mass and ended the day. The first official meeting of the Estates General began. Of course, Louis was the first to speak, telling the delegates to keep from stirring up public opinion. The royal budget was read out, with a deficit of 6 million livres, but to the disappointment of each of the estates, legislative sessions did not follow. Each estate would meet on their own and have their own legislative sessions. The Third Estate passes a resolution refusing to recognize the Three Estate Organization. The Third Estate begins calling itself the National Assembly. The other two estates recognize the Three Estate Organization, but the clergy barely recognizes it in a vote of 133 to 144. At this point, the Estates General essentially is in a deadlock. Until June, there was a lot of debate. The Third Estate began throwing around the idea of a written constitution. The Third Estate continues to meet undisturbed. The Dauphin, the heir to the French throne, dies. Louis is in mourning for a while and becomes uninterested in the current developments of the Estates General. The Third Estate invites the other two estates to meet with them and validate their National Assembly. They get few of the nobles, but over the next few days, many clergymen defect and join the Third Estate. The Third Estate declares that it is the National Assembly of France and invites the other estates to officially join the National Assembly. The clergy vote to join the National Assembly in a vote of 153 to 137. Being locked out of their normal meeting spot, the members of the National Assembly take the tennis court oath, saying that they will establish a constitution of the kingdom. 150 members of the clergy joined the National Assembly. Louis finally acts. He says that the Estates General still exists of three estates. However, the National Assembly is free to legislate on matters not affecting the clergy and nobles. He also agrees to concessions, such as no taxations without consent, liberty of the press, new local assemblies, and hunting rights. Unfortunately for Louis, this does not stop the Third Estate from gaining more and more power. A majority of the clergy joins the National Assembly. 47 nobles joined the National Assembly. Louis orders the rest of the clergy and nobility to join the National Assembly. The Third Estate had now gained control over the Estates General.